Plaintiff Tracy Mathis dated the defendant, and in the beginning, everything was good. However, after Tracy fell in love with the defendant, he started receiving numerous text messages from other women, including married women, and then he became verbally abusive. Tracy's suing for unpaid loans and living expenses. Defendant Sean Quayle says when he first met Tracy, he was intrigued because he'd never dated a redhead. Sean insists he told Tracy he wanted to take it slow, but she dug her claws into him like a cougar after a deer because she was obsessed with him. Sean denies owing Tracy for the full amount she's suing for.
Prove your case.
Okay, today I'm standing here, I'm broke and brokenhearted because of him. Basically what happened, we started dating in September of 2008. Everything was great at first, you know, he was really good to me for the first probably 2 or 3 months. You know, he would compliment me, he would call my phone and leave me little nice messages like, you know, you're beautiful, and I just wanted to tell you I was thinking about you and everything. Well, I'm like the girl next door type, and he's like the type that like to go to bars and drink and everything. And he told me, he said, you know, you're a good influence on me because you're like that, and, you know, maybe you could get me to where I'd quit doing all that stuff.
Did you get him to slow down at all?
I got him to slow down,
good.
But, you know. But
what else was the relationship like?
Well, about probably 7 or 8 months in, after I'd already, you know, fell for him and everything, he started being conceited.
How so?
Oh, we would be out, and he would mention the fact that, look how good I look. You ought to be glad that you're with me, and you're lucky that I'm your boyfriend. And I would roll my eyes, and I'd say, oh, my God, I know you're not being that conceited, because most men would tell their girlfriends, you look good. And so I didn't like that too much.
Okay. Sir, you want to comment on any of this?
No, I'm listening.
All right,
yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
listening.
Some of it must be true. You didn't tell your girlfriend she looked good?
I did.
Just not as good as him.
Sounds like that's the case. Go ahead, man. What else?
I
you
won't
want
argue
to do?
that point.
You won't argue that point. Isn't that something?
Well, I'm not really a jealous type person. But when you've got a boyfriend that his phone constantly is going off, text messages one right after the other, 9 times out of 10, it's another woman.
That could be business. He could have a very demanding job. He could be running a business.
Well, the problem is I got hold of his phone one day. He had married women. He had all kinds of women texting him saying, oh, I miss hanging out with you. Tell Tracy to go home and come hang out with me.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work. So we got into it over that. He said, you know,
Now,
you don't need to be going in on my phone.
Did all this occur before or after the loans you're suing him for?
No, that was...
You loaned him money after all of that?
No, I had already started loaning him money before that.
So you give me some background.
Well, we'll start at the beginning. She sent me a friend request on MySpace, and I had never dated a redhead before, and, you know, I was very intrigued. I wanted to see if the carpet matched the drapes, and it didn't.
Oh, my God.
You're a piece of work.
But everything started out just fine, just like she was saying, and I told her to take it slow, but she went after me like a cougar goes after a deer. Dug her claws in, did not want to let me go at all, anywhere.
Because you're all that, remember?
Yeah, I don't know why she did it. Yep, she went after me. Yep.
Did you change your lifestyle as a result of your relationship with her?
No, I was changed before her.
So she had no real effect on your life?
Besides aggravation.
I don't know what you saw in this guy.
By that time, I already fell in love with him.
Just the way he's talking today, he just sounds like what some might refer to as a jerk. I don't refer to you as that, sir. That's certainly not the case. That's not what I believe, and that's not what I would refer to you as. She might, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to tell you.
Did you hear all the stuff this man was saying and how he's characterizing you? Fine, she thinks you're a great man. She thinks you're a gentleman.
No, I don't think that. But he started getting verbally abusive, like, you know.
In addition to what he's saying today.
Yeah.
Let me get back to him now. Anything else?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He doesn't have anything to say, that's why I laugh.
Let's get to the loans you're suing him for.
Okay. It started out January of '09. I loaned him $136 for his phone. He said, I'll pay you back this weekend when I come in. I never seen it.
Go ahead.
Then June of '09, I loaned him $300 for his rent. Said, I'll pay you back next week. I never seen it.
Go ahead.
And then in June, he asked me if we could go to Florida, if I could pay for the trip because his grandma was sick. It ended up being about $800. So the total of those loans were $1,236.
All right.
Your Honor, I never asked her to go.
$1,236. What about the others you're suing about?
Okay, well, for May and June, he wasn't working and I kept him up. So for food, gas, and miscellaneous things, you know, altogether for that 2 months, it equaled out to be $1,800.
For what?
Alcohol, food, cigarettes, you know, anything that
He must have
needed.
been a slob, a drunk, and a cigarette fiend.
And also in April, he asked me if I would sign for his tires so he could get new tires. His credit was bad and my credit was excellent. Well, of course, it's not now. $311, but it was supposed to have been paid off in 3 months with no interest. And so now, right now, as of right now, it's $430.
All right. Sir, what do you want to tell me?
Well, about the phone bill, she did give me money for the phone bill, but I told her she had to pay it. She would spend 11 hours on my cell phone while I drove cross country to talk to me. She was that obsessed. She could not let
you
me
didn't
go.
agree to repay it, sir?
I'm sorry?
You didn't agree to repay her the $136
No, sir.
toward
No,
the
sir.
phone?
She had to, I actually...
Ma'am, did you talk extensively on this cell phone?
We talked a lot, but not 11
Good
hours.
Your Honor, I
What
would
else,
beg
sir?
her- I
No.
would beg
Let's
her
get to the rent because we got a long way to
Yeah.
go. We got a lot of cigarettes, we got a lot of alcohol, and we got a lot of gas.
Your Honor,
Let's go.
I never lived with her. She actually lived with me.
I never
She was
lived with
living with
him.
me at the time. She
I
lived
never,
with me
I
for
never
2
lived
months.
with him. I never moved in.
She never moved her stuff in, but she never left.
$800 for...
That was for the trip to Florida.
Sir?
I never invited her to go. I told her I wanted to go, and I was actually
How
going to take a
much
bus.
did you pay toward it?
I arranged for Disney.
So that means zero?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
didn't
tried
ask you
every
what
way.
you arranged.
I actually tried every
I
way
didn't
not
ask
to
you
get
about
her.
calling
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse and seeing if he was going to be there that day. So I believe you owe that $800. What about May and June? All the cigarettes, gas, and liquor. $900
That's
per
when
month.
she was living with me. We acquire, people in a relationship acquire.
Did you ever agree to repay her?
No.
I don't believe
No,
you
she
did
just
either. Ma'am,
blew-
this man didn't agree to pay you cigarettes, gas, and alcohol unless you kept a ledger.
He told me that he would repay me. I actually got him a job.
When was it due?
When he got his job. He said, if you'll be more of an understanding
And by the
girlfriend-
way, he already
was mainly
owed
for the
you
tires.
$1,200 by then. Let's get to
Yes.
the tires, sir.
Yes.
Yes. I had bought 2 tires, and I ran my credit.
$430. Did you agree to repay her?
It wasn't at that time.
$1,236 for, I believe you owe for the rent, trip to Florida. I don't believe he owes $136 for the phone. I believe, as he said, she used it extensively. She agrees that she used it. We talked all the time. She couldn't give me a definitive answer on that. And the tires, $430. The total amount being what?
$1,530.
$1,530, ma'am. That's what you're getting. I'm not granting you a dime on the cigarettes, gas, and liquor that you bought for him for 2 months. I don't believe he agreed to repay you that. The man already owed you $1,200. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
She destroyed all them feelings a long time ago. I wish I could have got into that in the courtroom.
Well, let me see. You really hurt me and broke my heart. You used me.
I don't feel I did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You sure did.